I ran 40 million blocks in Minecraft. Why? Because I wanted to run the circumference of the Earth in Minecraft, which is 40,750 kilometers, according to Google. And 40,750 kilometers in meters is 40,075,000 meters. And one block in Minecraft is 1 meter. So we need to run 40,075,000 blocks. We started this journey in a desert because that's like the most common biome or something. I don't know. I then grabbed the nearest compass and set off on my adventure. The start of this adventure, I don't really know where we're going to end up, but let's go this way and just run. Immediately, off we went over hills and deserts and whatever the hell this is. By the way, I don't make a boat. I did make a boat. I quickly traveled my first 2 kilometers. At least 1 kilometer. So we've gone almost 2 kilometers into our 40,000 kilometer journey. And also quickly realized this was going to take a lot longer than I thought. So if there's 60 seconds in a minute, right? Then 60 times 60 is 3,600, right? And then times 4 is 14,400 in an hour. Oh shoot. And times that by 100 is 1 million. Okay, hold up. Excuse me. Okay, well, according to that, we could be going for years. So I realized I needed to speed things up. My first thought was to add a speed effect, but, well, it's too fast. The main problem being, I can't swim that fast, and also combined with the amount of trees and stuff in the way, I couldn't really go that much faster. Also, boats don't actually get affected by the speed effect, and there was a lot of water. So my huge brain decided to add jump boost. Yeah, well, I mean, it did help. I did go faster, but the water problem did still exist. And my logic with the jump boost was simply that if I could run faster and jump over most of the trees and stuff, I could go a lot faster, and I wasn't completely wrong. Although it was a lot riskier. Jumping high means you end up high, and you have to come down from high. Which means 4 damage. A lot of 4 damage. Anyways, boots are helpful. They keep your feet warm and they're comfy. And most importantly, you can enchant them. Frostwalker and Weather Falling, they both start with F, and they both were on my boots. I don't know that relevance the start with F has. It doesn't have any relevance. Frostwalker, if you don't know, essentially allows the player to walk on water by placing ice under the wearer's feet as they run, because you walk on frost. And feather falling as well, like you drop a feather and it falls. It's like, you know how feathers fall like slowly. Essentially it means that you fall slower and take less fall damage. I don't know, what does it mean? It says here in the fandom, the feather falling is an enchantment unique to boots that reduces fall damage the user takes. Does not affect falling speed, however. We're almost at 1 million blocks, and I decided to yet add another increase to speed, the elytra, which actually, well, I don't know if it helped that much, but I was able to fly over the trees and stuff. I also added fireworks and stuff, which made the elytra way more effective. Fireworks, by the way, if you don't know, just essentially you can boost it. It's pretty basic. Finally, 1 million blocks deep. Or to put it in perspective, a 1/40th of the way to the end. But now it's time for the nether, because that's far and away faster and very, very annoying. Essentially, when I started the nether, I didn't think that about the fact that the nether is not as empty as I thought, and trying to move using the elytra and fireworks the way I wanted was not going to work. Why? Because you move too fast. There's constantly stuff appearing, you hit stuff all the time, and there's lava, there's surprising amounts of walls, and dead ends, and can't lie, I was not really sure what to do because we were moving slower, even with the nether rules, which mean that for every block traveled in the nether, you move 8 in the overworld. But this tale's end is yet not near, because I have a brain, like every human, and I used it. I read a specific glitch, which allows you to glitch to the roof of the nether, essentially giving you a super flat world for free. Is that right? No, that was 126, I think. We found one. Okay. If you don't know what you're looking for, if you want to do this yourself, if you look on the right where it says targeted block, you can see it says 127 on the second section of digits. That is the height of the block. If you find one like that, you go up right next to it and you do that. And then jump. And now we are on top of the nether. Once on the top of the nether, I began running again. Much faster, because no objects in the way, so speed. Let's do some quick maths now, so you can understand what I'm aiming for now. So, 1 block in the nether is 8 in the overworld, right? Meaning, to go 40 million blocks, we need to go 5 million in the nether. Now, I did have a plan, which was at 10 million blocks, I would change something. But first, more running. Okay, one thing that I didn't realize when I decided to run on top of the nether is that running in the overworld eventually kind of boring. And if you didn't notice, I was listening to stuff most of the first million, and I would recommend listening to story podcasts if you wish to attempt this challenge, because they're pretty interesting. Try like Realm or Q-Code. Very interesting podcast if you like horror stuff. But riding on top of the nether is a different level of empty. I mean, there is absolutely nothing to look at, but I mean, bedrock for miles around, nothing anywhere but the occasional mushroom. But back to the reason you're watching. 10 million blocks in, well, almost, and I had my greatest idea yet. Right, guys, because well, we're almost at 10 million blocks. Me here, I can't walk this way. Decided we're gonna change it up a little bit. So if we go to the nether, you'll see what I have bought. Well, not bought. I didn't buy anything. I made it. I got this car. This is what's gonna get us the next probably 20 million blocks. It's not much, but it works. If I sit in it, we can drive. If you see in the top left, we do have. I can drift. Top left, you can see we actually have meters per second. This thing, I tried it out in another world and it goes like 40 blocks a second. I hope this is gonna work well. Let's get rolling. Yes, a go-kart to be more specific. I want to add a vehicle mod of some sort, but I had no idea what to add. So I went hunting for a few different mods and settled on this, the automobility mod, which adds in a bunch of different cars and a pumpkin. Because why not? Mod is in the description if you want to check it out. There is, or I guess was, a problem that I would say with the vehicles in this mod, which is they don't, well, as far as I'm aware, they don't have a top speed. That's not the problem though. The problem was that when you get to around 75 to 80 blocks per second, there is a chance the car will hit the edge of the map and glitch out, meaning you have to accelerate from 0 again. And it may not sound that bad, but trust me, it takes a good minute or two to get back to speed. For reference, when I was on foot in the nether, I was moving about 100 blocks a second from literally nothing to 100 blocks a second. So it's a bit slow, but I managed to just like barely drop in the speed from 80 to 70. Essentially what I was doing was like you get up to high speed, we are about to glitch out, and then you drop down and then accelerate up and then down. You can kind of tell when the world started to like not load in properly in front of you, just like slow down. 20 million blocks, then 30 million blocks. And finally, I'm allowed out of this stupid car. But keep in mind, I was in the car for a long time. I was in there for long enough to watch the first 4 to 5 Sorb films, which is at least 8 hours. I wasn't timing it. Well, I did record it. So let me calculate. It was 830 minutes, or around 13 hours, or 13 hours and 83 minutes to be exact. I don't know. I don't know why that was not necessary. Anyways, all that we had left was the final leg. I started running again, but I felt a lot slower this time. And my cat came to say hi. She's really cutting down the distance meter by meter. I mean, block by block through the stingy dark nether. I mean, it was like a second home at this point. And then finally, I looked at my coordinates, and we were close. 100,000, then 50,000, then 10,000, then 1,000, and finally 100. And finally, we crossed the line, finishing our 40 million blocks. Now, here's where the story is going to take an unexpected turn, because I did the 40 million blocks and I did plan to finish it off by doing this final 75,000 in the overworld because I thought it would be fun. But yeah, I made it. What is that? What is this, a vanilla thing? Is there an into Minecraft world? Apparently, I should have thought about this. Apparently there's a limit. I can't actually go past 30 million blocks. What if I teleport? Slash TP me to, wait, slash teleport me to 40. It's 4,000, 40,000, 400,000, 4 million, 40 million. Wait, no, 400 million. 40 million. 69. Negative 18. 45. 3.840. So I can't actually, well, that's, the problem is as well is I've traveled like 2,000 to 3,000 kilometers in a vehicle that doesn't register under these. What do I do now? Well, I guess we're not traveling the circumference of the earth because apparently you can't. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I have done it. I have done it. I have achieved what I set out. No, I haven't though, but this is annoying. I can't go any further. So I guess this is as far as I can go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again. And until then, remember you are loved, and goodbye.